And I think depending on which sector you're looking at, there are likely to be different contributing factors. And in reality, there's a whole myriad of issues which have come together. But I think certainly for industries that have historically been heavily reliant on lower skilled, lower paid labour from Europe, the two major contributing factors have been a combination of Brexit and the COVID pandemic. And if we take each of these in turn, if we look at the impact Brexit has had, certainly for sectors that previously relied heavily on EU workers, Brexit has had a massive impact because previously EU workers had the right to come and live and work in the UK without needing any kind of additional immigration permission by virtue of the principle of freedom of movement. And freedom of movement meant, whilst the UK was in the EU, freedom of movement meant that EU workers could come to the UK to work without needing immigration permissions. And effectively, it meant that the UK businesses had ready access and unfettered access to the entire European labour market. That changed at the end of the Brexit transition period, where freedom of movement ended. And now European workers who don't already have permission to live and work in the UK, for example, by having status under the EU settlement scheme, are generally going to require sponsorship. And we'll come on to look at sponsorship in a bit more detail. But effectively, that precludes low-skilled, low-paid labour from coming into the UK to work. And the other major contributing factor has been COVID and the global pandemic, which has seen lots of workers return to their home countries and then not come back. So there have been estimates of up to 1.4 million EU nationals, for example, having returned home during the pandemic, which has inevitably created a shortfall in the labour market in the UK.